I shall call, oh I shall call, I shall call, oh I shall call, I shall call. Darkness seek to reach all the corners of the earth. Oh I shall call, oh I shall call, I shall call, oh I shall call, I shall call. Darkness seek to reach all the corners of the earth.
Coming up today, Zohran Mamdani's big win in New York, the Indonesian island threatened by nickel mining, and a 101 guide on hiking and all its benefits.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to a brand new episode of RoundUp. Yasser and I are back to bring you a great lineup of stories from all around the world. How are you, Yasser?
I'm doing well, alhamdulillah. I just can't believe how cold it's getting already in November here in London. I nearly took myself out of leaving the house today.
Same here. I mean, I just had to get a coffee just to get out the door. But we do have a great program today, so it's definitely worth it.
That's true. Plenty of big stories and a few that might even inspire you to get outside. But even in this weather, let's jump straight to the headlines.
That's right. Assalamu alaikum, Jazib. What do you have for us today?
Welcome, Sam, Nasser and Yasser Bhai. There is a lot to cover in the headlines from around the world. Let's dive right in. The United Nations has officially confirmed famine in Al-Fashar following its seizure, with 20 other areas in Darfur also at high risk. So far, around 70,000 people have fled the city, including many displaced children forced to complete the journey alone. Over 200,000 civilians remain trapped in Al-Fashar with almost no remaining food supplies. Severe humanitarian consequences are also unfolding across the rest of Sudan as attacks persist and healthcare facilities continue to be targeted. A powerful storm, Typhoon Kalmigi, has left severe devastation across central Philippines. Despite evacuating over 200,000 residents, the nation's disaster agency reports 114 dead and 127 missing. As most homes have been destroyed, the storm is now moving over the South China Sea, regaining strength as it heads towards central Vietnam. The ongoing US government shutdown has become the longest in history after the US Senate failed to pass a temporary funding bill for the 14th time. The shutdown has disrupted sectors such as aviation, healthcare, and food assistance, as government-provided food aid for millions of Americans is delayed or reduced. The shutdown could cost the US economy $14 billion. Bethlehem has officially reopened to tourists after a 2-year pause. The city is welcoming visitors for the Christmas season, as it holds special significance for Christians around the world. The mayor hopes to share a message of peace and hope, even as tensions just across the border in Gaza continue. That's all from the news desk. Back to you, Nasser and Yasser Bhai.
Jazakallah Jazib for those headlines. But of course, there is big news from across the ocean this week. Zohran Mamdani has won the race for the mayor of New York City.
Yes, it's a story that has captured the entire world's attention, with Mamdani accomplishing the unexpected against former Governor Andrew Cuomo, winning just over 50% of last Tuesday's entire vote.
Mamdani will become not only the first Muslim, but also the first Indian-American mayor of New York City, as well as one of the youngest when he takes office on January 1st.
Let's dive in and take a closer look at what Mamdani's victory represents, both for his city and for progressive politics across America.
New York City. It's the place that never stops talking, debating, and dreaming. And right now, there's one name central to a growing conversation: Zohran Mamdani.
The future is in our hands. My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty.
Born to Ugandan Indian immigrant parents and raised right here in Astoria, Mamdani has become one of the most talked about figures in New York politics. His campaign isn't just about policy, it's about reshaping who gets to lead and what it means to truly represent this city's diversity.
What's drawing people in is how personal Zohran Mamdani's message is. From housing and public transit to justice and opportunity. He's talking about the things New Yorkers struggle to live in every day.
Online, Mamdani's speeches and short clips have gone viral, shared across TikTok, Instagram, and X, sparking conversations far beyond Queens. He's been called a voice for the working class, a new kind of progressive, and the conscious of Queens. But supporters say it's not just what he says, it's how he says it. Calm, grounded, and deeply local.
But how is this playing out in the streets of New York? We asked people in New York City what they think about Zohran Mamdani and whether his message is getting through all this political noise.
Affordability, transportation is difficult. In Queens, I rely on buses, subways, or LAR, and just like delays and changing of the schedule, it makes it like from an hour to an hour and 45, and that's without traffic.
I feel like the first thing that comes to mind is community grocery stores. That's something he campaigned on and he promised is going to bring food prices down, I think, and it's something we all need.
You know, he's not just saying what he wants to do, he's doing what he's saying. So actionable is definitely the word I get when I think of that name.
So I think it very much reflects the spirit that this is a city that is hard to keep running, but at the same time, even if it's that hard to keep running, we need to kind of think about the little guy, you know?
Whether you agree with him or not, Zohran Mamdani's rise is forcing a bigger question. What does real representation of New York look like, and who gets to define it?
One thing's certain. In a city famous for reinvention, Zohran Mamdani is reminding New Yorkers that politics too can start from the ground up.
Jazakallah to our team out in New York City for bringing us the update on the ground. We will definitely be keeping an eye out on Mamdani's tenure as mayor, won't we, Nasser?
Definitely. It's a fascinating story and one that will, of course, have such a big impact in the years to come.
Well, let's just hope for the best. But for now, let's turn to Hazur's guidance this week with a short summary of the latest Friday sermon.
This week, beloved Hazur Aidallahu Ta'ala min Aziz began the Friday sermon with a verse from the Holy Quran that beautifully explains the reward for those who spend in the way of Allah, saying that charity is like a grain that grows into 700 more. Hazur Aidallahu Ta'ala bin Aziz explained that from 1st November, the new year of Tariq Jadid begins. A special fund started by the second Caliph, Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmud Ahmad Rislanhu, in 1934. It began during a time when the community faced strong opposition, and its sole purpose was to help spread the peaceful message of Islam Ahmadiyyat across the world. Through this scheme, missionaries were trained, mosques, schools, and hospitals were built, and MTA and radio stations are running in many countries. What started as a small effort in Qadian has now reached over 220 countries, a powerful sign that Allah continues to bless the mission of the Prophet Messiah ﷺ. Hazur Aidallahu Ta'ala bin Aziz shared inspiring examples from today, like a young man in Albania who donated 15% of his income, a woman in Kenya who made a small sacrifice and was later blessed with a healthy baby, and a new convert in Mali who gave away his savings after seeing a dream guiding him to do so. These examples show how Allah blesses every bit of sincere sacrifice, no matter how small. Finally, Hazur Aidallahu Ta'ala bin Aziz announced the start of the 92nd day of Tariq Jadid, sharing that the total contribution this year reached £19.55 million, with Germany ranked first, followed closely by the UK. Hazur Aidallahu Ta'ala bin Aziz prayed that Allah bless everyone who contributed, increase them in faith and wealth, and help us all play our part in spreading the true message of Islam. 3 key takeaway points. 1. Tariq Jadid teaches us that even the smallest sacrifices can bring huge blessings. 2. Financial sacrifices is not about how much we give, it's about our sincerity and trust in Allah. 3. Today's worldwide success of the Jamaat is living proof that Allah Himself supports this mission.
Jazakallah for that summary. And just a reminder, you can watch the full Friday sermon on MTA Online 1 YouTube channel and the MTA app, available in many languages.
It is a true blessing to have Hazur's guidance every week. Such an important reminder of what we should be following as Ahmadis and how we can improve ourselves, especially in a world so fast-moving and constantly changing.
I agree, Yasser. We get the news reports and insights from all over the world, but Hazur's Aziz's guidance really helps us stay grounded in our values while navigating everything around us.
You're absolutely right. And speaking of what's going around the world, let's switch gears from politics to paradise. Nasser, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Oh, it's a tough question. I've seen a lot of tropical stuff on the internet, Instagram stories, stuff like that. So maybe somewhere along those lines?
Well, no scrolling required today, because we are heading to a tropical paradise in Indonesia known for its crystal clear waters. But there's more to the story. Let's take a look.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kalian tahu nggak, di Indonesia ada salah satu wilayah yang mempunyai julukan surga terakhir di bumi? Ada yang tahu itu daerah apa? Ya, itu adalah julukan untuk daerah Raja Ampat. Tapi saat ini keindahan serta kelestarian Raja Ampat sedang terancam loh. Raja Ampat dijuluki surga terakhir di bumi karena keindahan alamnya yang luar biasa, serta keanekaragaman hayatinya yang sangat kaya. Raja Ampat memiliki laut yang indah, rumah bagi beragam spesies ikan dan terumbu karang. Tidak hanya lautnya saja, alam Raja Ampat juga nggak kalah menawan. Bukit-bukit khas yang menjulang dengan latar belakang laut biru menciptakan pemandangan yang menakjubkan. Namun sayang, Raja Ampat kini sedang menghadapi ancaman serius, yaitu aktivitas pertambangan nikel di beberapa pulau kecil di wilayah ini, seperti di Pulau Gag, Pulau Kawe, dan Pulau Batang Pele. Padahal Raja Ampat merupakan kawasan yang dilindungi. Tambang nikel itu nantinya akan digunakan untuk banyak hal, seperti membuat baterai mobil listrik, stainless steel, dan lain-lain. Kegiatan tambang ini telah menyebabkan pembukaan hutan, kerusakan tanah, dan masuknya lumpur yang mengancam terumbu karang serta habitat ikan. Hal ini bukan hanya merusak ekosistem, tapi juga mengganggu mata pencaharian masyarakat yang hidup dari laut dan hutan. Aktivitas tambang ini tentu saja menimbulkan pertentangan dari masyarakat di seluruh Indonesia. Bahkan, kampanye Save Raja Ampat sempat hangat mencuat. Sebagai bentuk desakan kepada pemerintah untuk menghentikan aktivitas penambangan di surga terakhir di bumi tersebut. Atas desakan tersebut, pemerintah mencabut izin penambangan beberapa perusahaan. Namun, tidak semuanya. Beberapa perusahaan tambang masih terus beroperasi walau sempat menghentikan aktivitasnya hingga penolakan masyarakat mereda. Jadi kita sekarang tahu bahwa keindahan Raja Ampat sedang terancam. Kita harus menjaga lingkungan baik di darat maupun di laut untuk masa depan kita nanti. Tentunya dengan menjaga alam mulai dari rumah sendiri.
Jazakallah for the insight. It's heartbreaking to see such a beautiful place under threat like that.
You're right, Yasser. Stories like this really remind us how important it is to protect our environment.
True, but also how wonderful it can be to get out and connect with nature ourselves.
Exactly. And speaking of the outdoors, Yasser, be honest, when's the last time you actually went hiking?
Does walking to the fridge count?
Not quite, Yasser, but we can work on it together, don't worry. Our next segment might actually boost your motivation. It's all about hiking. Tips, tricks, and why hitting the trails is so good not only for your body, but your mind. I'm really excited for this one. Let's take a look.
Assalamu alaikum. Today we're exploring one of the most rewarding outdoor activities there is, hiking. It's simple, it's great for the mind and body, and it's something anyone can start, even you.
We're here in the spectacular Lake District, attempting to hike one of England's highest peaks, the Old Man of Coniston, which stands over 800 metres above sea level. Hiking is quite simply walking, but with a purpose. It can be anything from a local woodland trail to a mountain climb like this one, and it's one of the best forms of exercise. It strengthens the heart and lungs, improves balance and endurance, and it reduces stress and anxiety.
Plus, you get to see views like this. Getting to look at and contemplate over Allah Ta'ala's creation, that's what makes it worth it.
Even a short hike a few times a week can make a noticeable difference to your health and to your mood.
Before you set off, preparation is key. You'll want to make sure you have good hiking boots with proper grip and ankle support, layered clothing because the weather can change up very fast up here, and plenty of water and snacks. Most importantly, always check the forecast and never hike alone, especially if it's a new terrain.
It may also be worth carrying a map or offline GPS, as mobile signals can disappear in minutes in the mountains. Safety always comes first. Even the best views aren't worth taking risks for. Even popular routes like this can be unpredictable. Temperatures can drop quickly and visibility can vanish if it gets foggy. The paths and rocks can also get slippery, which can be very dangerous. So pace yourself, stay together, and know your limits.
Remember, the mountain will always be here. There's no shame in turning back if the conditions aren't right.
Why even bother hiking? Well, for many, it isn't just about fitness. It's about perspective. Getting away from screens and noise, surrounded by nature, you can reconnect with yourself and with Allah and His creation.
It also comes with a great sense of accomplishment. So whether it's a hill near home or one of the tallest peaks in England, get outside, explore, reconnect with nature, and take those steps towards better health and a clearer mind. From the Lake District, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Jazakallah for sharing all those tips, Amar. I will start training tomorrow, inshallah.
Yeah, Jazakumullah. I need to step up my game because I've got some serious catching up to do.
Well, on that positive note, we have reached the end of this week's episode. If you enjoyed today's stories and features, be sure to join us next week as we bring you more highlights from around the world.
If you want to watch this episode again or any previous episodes, head to the MTA News channel on YouTube or the MTA app.
And while you wait for next week, remember to follow us on social media. On Instagram, RoundUp MTA, for the latest content and updates, as well as some fun behind the scenes.
And remember, you can always feedback on the MTA app or email us at roundup@mta.tv.
Be sure to join us next week as we bring you more highlights from around the world. But until then, Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, I shall call, oh, I shall call, I shall call, oh, I shall call, I shall call. Thy message to reach all the corners of the earth. Oh, I shall call, oh, I shall call, I shall call, oh, I shall call, I shall call. Thy message to reach all the corners of the earth. Oh, I shall call, oh, I shall call, I shall call, oh, I shall call, I shall call. Thy message to reach all the corners of the earth.